In a world obsessed with categorizing personalities into neat boxes, what's in it for me? A blueprint for redesigning your personality dares to challenge the very foundation upon which these classifications stand. Imagine a realm where your personality isn't a stagnant label affixed at birth, but rather a dynamic canvas waiting for your creative brushstrokes. This groundbreaking blueprint unveils the liberating truth: personality is not etched in stone but is, in fact, a malleable masterpiece waiting to be crafted by your own hands. Diving into the heart of the matter, the book dismantles the myth of personality tests as reliable indicators of who we are. It exposes the flawed metrics and inherent biases that render these tests as unreliable as horoscopes, urging readers to look beyond these superficial assessments. Instead of surrendering to the limitations of predetermined labels, the book empowers individuals to seize control of their destinies by reshaping their very essence. But how does one embark on such a profound journey of self-transformation? The book acts as a guiding light, illuminating the path towards personal reinvention. Through a series of eye-opening insights and practical strategies, readers are equipped with the tools needed to rewrite their past narratives and pave the way for a brighter future. No longer bound by the constraints of fate, individuals are invited to become the architects of their own identities. Central to this transformative process is the recognition that small changes can yield monumental results. By embracing the power of habit, readers are encouraged to make subtle adjustments to their daily routines. Something as simple as waking up an hour earlier can catalyze a cascade of positive changes, propelling individuals towards the pinnacle of success. With each dawn comes the opportunity for a renewal, as individuals harness the untapped potential within themselves. Ultimately, what's in it for me? Beckons readers to embark on a journey of self-discovery and reinvention. It challenges the notion of personality as a fixed entity, urging individuals to embrace the boundless possibilities of personal transformation. Armed with newfound wisdom and a sense of empowerment, readers are invited to embark on a quest to redesign their very essence and unlock the full spectrum of their potential. The canvas of personality awaits, ready to be painted with the vibrant hues of individuality and authenticity. Personality testing, as portrayed in The Personality Brokers by Merv Emery, isn't just about understanding ourselves, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. With various tests claiming to categorize individuals into distinct personality types, from the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator to the revised Neo-Personality Inventory, the diversity of outcomes begs the question: how valid are these assessments? Emery's investigative work exposes the murky waters of personality testing, revealing that behind the facade of scientific rigor lies a profit-driven enterprise. At the heart of the issue is the lack of scientific validity in these tests. Emery highlights how the arbitrary nature of test design allows for a multitude of outcomes, conveniently catering to market demands rather than empirical evidence. The staggering market value of personality testing underscores the financial incentives at play, raising concerns about the integrity of the industry. Delving into the origins of personality testing, Emery uncovers a startling truth: many popular tests emerged from dubious foundations. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, for instance, was not born out of scientific inquiry but rather from Katharine Briggs's personal observations. Without a scientific background, Briggs and her daughter, Isabel Myers, crafted a theory of personality types based solely on anecdotal evidence. What's particularly alarming is the perpetuation of the belief in innate personality traits, as propagated by Myers and Briggs. By positing that personality is fixed and immutable, they fostered a culture of resignation, discouraging individuals from seeking personal growth or change. However, the absence of empirical backing for these claims liberates individuals from the constraints of predetermined personality types. Emery's narrative challenges readers to reconsider their perceptions of personality. Liberated from the notion of inherent traits, individuals are empowered to shape their own identities. The realization that personality is not a static entity but rather a malleable construct opens up a world of possibilities for personal development and growth. By relinquishing the shackles of pseudoscientific assessments, individuals can embark on a journey of self-discovery, embracing the potential for change and transformation. The notion of personality as a fixed entity has long been ingrained in our understanding of human nature. Yet, groundbreaking research, as exemplified by a study published in Psychology and Aging, challenges this entrenched belief. The study, spanning 6 decades and involving over 1,000 participants, revealed a startling truth: personality is not immutable. Instead, it undergoes significant transformations over time, defying the conventional wisdom of stability. One might wonder why this revelation took so long to emerge. The answer lies in the formidable challenges of conducting longitudinal studies that span decades. Such endeavors demand substantial resources, both in terms of funding and institutional support, making them rare in the field of psychology. Moreover, the tendency for short-term follow-up tests to yield correlations further perpetuated the myth of personality stability, masking the true nature of long-term change. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of this phenomenon is the end-of-history illusion, as elucidated by Daniel Gilbert. Despite acknowledging substantial changes in their past, individuals often underestimate the potential for future transformations. This cognitive bias blinds us to the dynamic nature of personality, leading us to erroneously believe in a static future shaped by past experiences. The implications of these findings are profound. They challenge us to confront the fallacy of complacency, urging us to embrace the inevitability of change and growth. By recognizing that our personalities are not fixed but rather evolving constructs, we gain agency over our own destinies. No longer bound by the constraints of past iterations of ourselves, we are empowered to envision and pursue futures filled with limitless possibilities. As we journey forward, it becomes clear that anticipating and even planning for future change is not only possible but imperative for personal evolution. The myth of personality stability crumbles in the face of empirical evidence, paving the way for a new understanding of human nature, one characterized by resilience, adaptability, and the ceaseless pursuit of self-improvement. The concept of an authentic self, while seemingly empowering, can paradoxically hinder personal growth and development. This notion has been exemplified by recent trends in education, where teenagers are increasingly excused from classroom presentations due to feelings of anxiety. While this response may appear empathetic, it inadvertently reinforces the idea that discomfort should be avoided at all costs, impeding the cultivation of psychological flexibility necessary for growth. At the core of this issue lies the pervasive myth of the authentic self, the belief that individuals are at their best when they adhere strictly to their innate inclinations. According to this ideology, actions should feel natural to be considered authentic, while anything outside one's comfort zone is deemed inauthentic. However, this well-intentioned notion fails to acknowledge that personal growth often requires stepping outside of one's comfort zone and confronting discomfort head-on. Adam Grant's journey serves as a poignant illustration of the fallacy of the authentic self. Despite experiencing paralyzing fear of public speaking, Grant recognized that remaining tethered to his innate anxieties would stifle his potential for growth. Instead of resigning himself to his perceived limitations, he embarked on a deliberate journey of self-improvement, pushing himself to confront his fears through repeated exposure and feedback. Grant's transformation underscores the inherent fluidity of personality and the potential for growth beyond the confines of one's authentic self. By challenging the notion that discomfort is synonymous with inauthenticity, individuals can embrace the discomfort inherent in growth opportunities as catalysts for personal development. Rather than succumbing to the allure of the familiar, they can adopt a mindset of resilience and adaptability, fostering a greater capacity for self-discovery and fulfillment. In essence, the myth of the authentic self serves as a barrier to progress, perpetuating a culture of complacency and avoidance. By recognizing the limitations of this myth and embracing discomfort as a necessary precursor to growth, individuals can unlock their full potential and chart a path towards a more expansive and fulfilling existence. Redefining the concept of personality requires a departure from traditional notions of an innate, unchanging self towards a more dynamic understanding shaped by actions and goals. Rather than passively accepting predetermined traits, individuals are urged to recognize that personality is not a fixed entity but a product of their daily behaviors and underlying objectives. Understanding the motivations driving these behaviors serves as the cornerstone for personal transformation and growth. Human behavior, it is asserted, is inherently goal-driven. Every action, whether mundane or significant, is propelled by an underlying objective, often implicit but nonetheless influential. From the basic necessities of eating and paying bills to seemingly frivolous pursuits like watching cat videos, each behavior serves a purpose, however subtle or indirect. By deciphering the underlying goals behind these actions, individuals gain insight into the forces shaping their identities. In pursuit of self-awareness and transformation, a practical exercise is proposed. Through a deliberate process of introspection, individuals are encouraged to reflect on their recent activities and discern the motivations driving them. By documenting actions and their corresponding goals, individuals can unearth deeper layers of intentionally, transcending surface-level objectives to uncover the fundamental desires shaping their behaviors. Crucially, this exercise fosters mindfulness and intentionality in decision-making, empowering individuals to align their actions with their values and aspirations. By becoming attuned to the underlying motivations driving their behaviors, individuals can consciously steer their lives towards meaningful goals, thereby reshaping their personalities in the process. Ultimately, the journey towards redefining one's identity begins with understanding the why behind the what. By unraveling the intricacies of their motivations and aspirations, individuals can transcend the constraints of their current selves and embark on a path of self-discovery and growth. Armed with this newfound insight, they are empowered to cultivate a more authentic and purpose-driven existence, liberated from the confines of societal expectations and self-imposed limitations. The power of commitment to a singular goal is exemplified by the remarkable success of the British rowing team in the 2000 Olympics. Despite a century-long drought in gold medals, their unwavering dedication to a single question, "Will it make the boat faster?" served as a guiding principle, shaping their decisions and actions with laser-like focus. This commitment propelled them to victory, demonstrating the transformative potential of prioritizing a singular objective. Charles Duhigg's concept of the Keystone Habit further elucidates the importance of singular focus in achieving success across various domains of life. By cultivating one defining habit, individuals can catalyze positive changes in multiple areas, triggering a ripple effect of improvement. Similarly, the notion of a keystone goal underscores the power of identifying and committing to one overarching objective that has the potential to enhance various aspects of one's life. When determining a keystone goal, it's essential to prioritize clarity and focus. By honing in on the one thing that can yield the most significant impact across multiple domains, individuals maximize their chances of success and fulfillment. While financial goals are often cited for their far-reaching benefits, such as financial security or the ability to pursue personal passions, other objectives, such as professional or personal development milestones, can also serve as potent keystone goals. The key to harnessing the power of a keystone goal lies in maintaining singular focus and unwavering dedication. By keeping the objective firmly in sight and aligning all actions and decisions towards its attainment, individuals can navigate obstacles with resilience and determination. The clarity and specificity of the goal serve as a beacon, guiding individuals through challenges and setbacks towards eventual triumph. Ultimately, committing to a single goal not only sharpens the mind but also amplifies the likelihood of success. By channeling energy and effort into a focused pursuit, individuals unlock their full potential and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Whether in sports, career, or personal endeavors, the power of singular commitment paves the way for greatness and fulfillment. Waking up 1 hour earlier each day may seem like a small adjustment, but its potential to catalyze personal growth and transformation is profound. By seizing the early hours of the day to pursue learning and self-improvement, individuals unlock a pathway to change and evolution. The conventional approach of waking up only when necessary perpetuates a cycle of reacting to urgent tasks, leaving little room for proactive goal pursuit. In contrast, rising early affords individuals the opportunity to carve out dedicated time for their aspirations, unencumbered by the demands of the day ahead. This intentional allocation of time sets the stage for meaningful progress and substantive change. The significance of utilizing this extra hour for learning lies in its profound impact on the brain's capacity for adaptation. Daphne Shomi's insights into the brain's predictive mechanisms underscore the crucial role of learning in shaping future outcomes. By exposing the brain to new information and experiences, individuals create opportunities for growth and development, leveraging their brain's innate propensity for adaptation. However, the brain's aversion to uncertainty poses a formidable barrier to change. Fear and anxiety, triggered by the prospect of the unknown, often compel individuals to retreat to familiar routines and comfort zones. Yet, it is precisely in the face of uncertainty that growth thrives. By confronting the discomfort of the unknown and embracing the challenge of learning, individuals break free from the confines of complacency and embark on a journey of self-discovery. Ultimately, the decision to rise early and dedicate time to learning represents a commitment to personal transformation. It is a deliberate choice to prioritize growth over comfort, to embrace the uncertainty of change, and to cultivate resilience in the pursuit of one's aspirations. By harnessing the power of the early morning hours, individuals harness the potential to redefine themselves, unlock their full potential, and create a life of purpose and fulfillment. Ken Arlen's journey from chain smoker to non-smoker after 40 years offers a powerful testament to the transformative potential of changing the narrative about one's past. By reframing his identity and rewriting his personal history, Ken defied the constraints of his previous habits and embarked on a new path towards wellness and self-improvement. His story serves as a compelling illustration of how altering the narrative about our past can profoundly shape our future. At the heart of Ken's transformation lies the concept of narrative identity, as articulated by psychologist Dan McAdams. Our identities are not static constructs but rather dynamic narratives that evolve over time, integrating past experiences, present perceptions, and future aspirations. By reshaping the way we perceive and interpret our life experiences, we can rewrite the script of our identity and chart a course towards personal growth and fulfillment. Reframing, the process of changing the way we talk about our past, is instrumental in this transformative journey. While we cannot alter the facts of our history, we possess the agency to reinterpret their meaning and significance. Like the author's own journey of reframing his perception of his parents' divorce, reframing allows us to extract valuable lessons from adversity, fostering resilience and empowerment in the face of challenges. To embark on your own journey of narrative transformation, reflection is key. By examining how you have changed and grown over the past decade, identifying negative experiences you have overcome, and reassessing your self-image, you can gain insight into the evolution of your narrative identity. Recognizing the capacity for change within yourself empowers you to take control of your narrative and harness it as a catalyst for personal development and achievement. Ultimately, the lesson gleaned from Ken Arlen's story and the insights of narrative psychology is clear: personality is not fixed or static. By embracing the fluidity of identity and reframing our narratives, we unlock the potential for profound growth and self-actualization. Armed with this understanding, we can rewrite our stories, redefine our futures, and pursue our dreams with unwavering determination. In delving deeper into the exploration of personality and personal growth, it becomes abundantly clear that the traditional notions surrounding fixed traits and predetermined destinies are not only outdated but also limiting. Personality tests, once heralded as insightful tools for understanding oneself, now stand exposed as unreliable and even detrimental, akin to the whimsical predictions of horoscopes. This realization unveils a profound truth: personalities are not static entities carved in stone but dynamic, ever-evolving constructs shaped by our experiences, choices, and aspirations. By embracing the fluidity of personality, individuals unlock a world of possibility and potential. The first step towards harnessing this power lies in defining a clear and meaningful goal, one that serves as a guiding light amidst life's uncertainties and challenges. With determination and perseverance, individuals can dedicate themselves to the pursuit of this goal, committing time and effort to continuous learning and growth. Through this deliberate action, they carve out a path towards self-actualization and fulfillment. Yet, the journey towards personal transformation extends beyond mere goal setting. It encompasses a process of introspection, reflection, and reframing of past narratives. By revisiting our life experiences with a fresh perspective, we gain insights into the lessons learned, the obstacles overcome, and the resilience forged along the way. Through this process of reframing, we transcend the limitations of our past and rewrite the script of our future, empowering ourselves to redefine our identities and chart a course towards success. As we embark on this transformative journey together, let us not forget the power of community and collective support. Each of us plays a vital role in uplifting and inspiring one another, sharing our knowledge, experiences, and wisdom to fuel the growth of those around us. So, I invite you, my dear listeners, to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, spreading the message of change and growth to friends, family, and beyond. Together, let us strive to reach our goal of reaching 100,000 knowledge-thirsty individuals, igniting the spark of transformation in every corner of the world. In the words of the renowned author and philosopher, Ralph Waldo Emerson, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. As we embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth, let us remember the infinite potential that resides within each of us. Let us embrace the power of change, the beauty of growth, and the resilience of the human spirit. And above all, let us never lose sight of our capacity to transform our lives and shape our destinies. Until next time, dear listeners, keep pushing your boundaries, keep striving for greatness, and never, ever give up.